That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It has 4 after 9 o'clock, 19 degrees. We're about 4 off our high of 23 degrees today. Celsius, by the way, for everybody overseas that don't live in New Zealand, of course not Fahrenheit. Monday, March 18th, and I'm absolutely elated to say I'm joined by pretty much 90% of the band, the Hollerboys. Good afternoon, good evening over there. Good morning from us.
Good day.
G'day.
They've been practicing.
Let's say it with a bit of passion. Yeah, g'day, mate.
Good day, mate.
There you go, I like that. We'll almost make cow cockies out of you in no time. You can go over to Barbara's place and mind some sheep. How's that, if you go to talk like that?
I have pheasants.
We'll turn Kiwis out of you in no time like that. We really, really will. Nice to have you guys along, and of course we're talking to Adam Webb, Larry Webb, and of course Paul Mayberry is in there too. Paul Mayberry Jr., by the way. I've got to get the JR in there. It makes you sound that much more younger, to be quite honest. Now, we've been following you guys since, well, how long now? Almost about a year? Barbara?
About 10 months.
About 10 months, yeah. Since the very last Josie Awards, if I remember right, and of course we were doing Cow Tipsy back in those days, and I got to let you know, we still play and still get a huge amount of requests for Cow Tipsy, even this morning.
That's awesome. We appreciate you're supposed to be.
That's where I'm going wrong. You see, I'm not using a cow to start with, and it's daytime, and the cows look rather weird at me with their horns and everything, going, "What the hell are you trying to do?" Maybe I need to find out what the finer points of this sport is, because believe me, I absolutely love it. Just the thought of it, I really, really do. Unlike some of the sports that we have here in New Zealand, and I think the last time we spoke, we were talking about getting you guys down here, down under, to come and do a few crazy things with us, and we would love to be able to participate. I want to see Larry bungee jump, to be quite honest, I do. Don't worry, Larry, I'll do a double with you. We'll do a tandem, what do you reckon?
Yeah. Jump first. Yeah, you can jump first.
No worries, I'll tell you what, I'm actually in big favour of the bungee jumping. I love doing it, I really, really do. Especially AJ Hackett down in Queenstown. Wonderful place to be able to just step off a bridge and, watch yourself pretend that you're a yo-yo. It's a lot of fun, it really, really is. Especially if you want to get a close-up look at some of the rocks in the river. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. The first time I ever did it, AJ himself was there, and he says, "Don't worry about it, I'll just help you off." And away I went. Before you know it, I was back up on, everybody was laughing at me. I wondered what had happened, you know what I mean? It was over that quickly. It really was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It'd be crazy. I'm scared. Have to take extra care of Hollerboys underwear.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I was going to approach this because the last time we spoke, we were talking about getting some underwear, weren't we? Just wondering what the progression of that is. Are you prepared to send me a few sets or what?
Junior's still working on the design.
Well, Junior, just remember this. I'm a little downsized, so I'm more like Adam's size rather than yourself, my friend. I don't quite have the girth that would go in something that large. Larry is wondering what he's got himself in for right now, I know that. But we are here for a very, very special purpose this morning, and that is to do a release for the Hollerboys of Silver Bullets. Now, I've been playing this for a little while. I've actually very, very much I've enjoyed the song. Now, tell me all about it. Where did you come up with the lyrics for this?
Dude, I was just trying to think of a fun party song, and I was hanging out with my buddy that does the rap part, Will the Truth, that's on there, and we were just trying to think of a fun song, and we did a teaser of 3 different songs and had the fans over here vote on which song they wanted us to record, and they picked that one, so we recorded it, and I didn't have finished written all the way until we went to the studio. I was like, I better finish writing it because then they picked the teaser. I didn't think they'd pick that one, but it turned out to be really fun, and it was a lot of fun. I was trying to think of Silver Bullets was in Coors Light. We like, and we were trying to tie in the Lone Ranger at the same time, so we just twisted it all together and tried to make it a fun, good summertime party song.
Yeah, I didn't find any reference in there for werewolves or anything like that, so I thought you guys were missing a vital increment, a good DJ werewolf is always welcome to have. The only thing is I don't really have a thing for silver bullets. I really don't mind of gold. I like gold bullets. You can shoot me all day long with that. To be quite honest. But believe me, I'm really liking this track. Now, we've been playing this on the country show. We do 16 hours of country, and you guys get played quite a bit on that particular show, and on a Monday night, which is coming around tonight too. I'd expect to see your names popping up again, which is all computerized and everything like that. I have no control over it, to be quite honest. It's everything that production does. But you guys appear quite a lot, and we get a huge amount of requests for all of your songs, including Fields of Gold, for instance, is a high rating here at Galaxy 107 FM, and so is Silver Bullet. So I've been playing it now for a little while, and I feel that now we're about to release it. I want to know, where did you get it recorded? Who was your producer?
Blue Creek Productions in Missouri. It's about an hour from here. We always go out there. We did a YouTube video, kind of where you could see us in the studio goofing around, having fun, and we try to do like the making of video. And it's an awesome place. Dustin and Thomas out there, we call our Blues Brothers. We just go out there and hang out, just have fun and record at the same time.
Yeah, sorry about that. I actually got a little bit of feedback, and somebody was saying it was feeding back. Of course, I had to hit the microphone just to make sure that I got it out of the way. So I'm sorry about that. Now, you formed the band in 2013. And of course, I get the correlation, of course, between yourself, Adam, and Larry, and of course, even Paul Jr. there. But where did you meet Seth?
We went to school with him growing up. He graduated a year behind me in high school. Okay. And then Junior and Seth were in another band before, for how many years? Maybe 4 years. They'd already been playing together, and of course, I grew up playing with my dad in church and stuff, so then we just kind of molded together to make the Hollerboys. Nice.
Now, at the same time, I've really got to find out where the name came from. Where did you come up with Hollerboys?
We live in a holler in the southern hills of Illinois, and it's called UB Dam Holler. A guy named UB dammed up the holler, I don't know, a long time ago. And they called it UB Dam Holler, but then we grew up Pentecostal, nobody wanted to say UB Dam because it kind of sounded like you're cursing. So we called it a happy holler, and if you would go to town, say, hey, where you from? Like, we would go up to town and say, where you from? I said, UB Dam. Oh, you're a Hollerboy. So we were just known as Hollerboys in town anytime we go to town.
Okay, so if I ever get lost around your way, all I have to do is go to the police station and say, where's the Hollerboys? They'll point me to your door.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just say, where's the holler? Can I go this road?
Nice, I like that idea, I really, really do. How many people online at the moment? No idea on there. Let me have a look at how many we have online here. We have 6,253,000 that are listening to us right now and about to release right here on Galaxy 107 FM. Here is the Hollerboys and Silver Bullets. So how's life been treating you guys? It's been a while.
We've been busy.
You have.
We did a show last night.
You did a show last night?
We got home like 4. Yeah, we got home about 4 this morning.
And what's the time there now? About 5 o'clock to?
3.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Okay, so you stayed up to be able to talk to us here in New Zealand. I appreciate that.
You're having pizza.
Fair enough. How's the wife, Adam?
She's doing well.
Nice. Pass love on, and same Larry, pass love on to Mum for us.
Sure will.
Nice. And if I remember right, Junior, you like shooting turkeys.
Yep.
He was waiting for me to say something. Yeah, no, I tell you what, I like the attire, the good old bush stuff that you guys had on. But looked like you got pretty bloody wet, to be honest. Did you? I hope you had a spare pair of Hollerboys underwear in the back seat.
That's it every time we go hunting.
That's why I gave it up. I don't like having to change my underwear out in the bush.
But they'd have fun, the four of them, because they know each other so well.
Now, Adam, you're a science teacher.
Yeah, I teach science and special ed.
Okay, so do you know what the periodic table is?
Yep.
Yeah. Is it anything like mine? It's three-legged. It's periodically a table once we put a crate under it.
Similar. They're both tables.
Yeah, it's just, you can't put a bear on one corner, otherwise, you know.
Which age group?
Which age group?
Yeah,
My
does he
table.
teach?
Oh, which age group do you teach?
6th, 7th, 8th grade.
Okay.
Oh, they're not quite into the rock bands
No,
then
not
at
quite.
that age.
Let's
Well,
go
there's
back to this.
teenage as well. They'd have fun with their teacher.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and of course 17 after 9 o'clock, 20 degrees. We're only 3 degrees off our high. I think we're going to get there. You never know. Maybe a couple of points higher. It is Monday, March 18th, and of course we're talking to the Hollerboys with the release of Silver Bullets right here. That was very creative of you, Barbara. You're doing quite wonderful things with your camera these days. I'm starting to think that maybe you should be working for Frank Loomer in the late night show in Jacksonville, Florida.
Most probably.
Yeah. Everybody
Hi,
needs a
Dwayne.
Barbara, believe me. We are doing a pilot series for a comedy, would you
Hi,
believe? I
Gregory.
don't know why a comedy, but we here are being part of the Latino late night TV show in Jacksonville, Florida with Frank Loomer. Yeah, believe me, I don't have a funny bone in my body. I don't know why they chose comedy, but they're going to put me up against a real comedian. They're going to pick him up in a big limousine, take him out to dinner. The best I get of it is being played on a TV set talking to this comedian. Man, I'm going to trash this guy. Just for the hell of it, you know. I am going to get this guy, believe me, I'll teach him what humour is all about as soon as I learn. But, having said that, I'm just wondering, guys, if it would be okay with you if I could pass on maybe one or two of your soundtracks to the TV company, because I get the pleasure of introducing a band and playing a song while we're doing this TV show, and I would be honoured if it would be okay with you guys to be able to pass this information on to the late night TV show over there, so that we could sort of work something into the show using the Hollerboys in one of the series.
That would be awesome. We would love that.
Nice. Believe me, we're not only talking to comedians, we're talking to a whole host of people, even an equestrian, and I'm going to ask her how big her hands are and how big the horse is. Yeah, you know, you know how to measure a horse, right? You do it by hand, I gather. Apparently, it's averagely about 4 inches. Yeah, I'm just wondering how tall she is. And I'm sorry to say that, and I'll put it in a disclaimer right now. I know Frank Moon is watching this, so I'll just say right now, I promise not to get anywhere near the horse. I don't even know how to start one. I know where the exhaust is, so that's about it for me. I just don't know how to turn the key on one of those animals, so we won't go too far into that one. But guys, it is always a pleasure to talk to you guys. Now, I've got to ask you, summer's on its way. Have you got any gigs? Have you got any festivals that you're lining up at the moment?
Yeah, we got a lot of shows coming up in the summer. We're taking May off to record, and Seth's wife is due in May, so they're going to have their first child in May, so they're really excited about it. So we're going to let them spend some time with the baby a little bit before it gets busy. Hopefully it all goes smooth and be healthy, and then we start hitting it early June, and we got some 4th of July shows coming up for Independence Day, and we're going to play an event in Tennessee for Leslie's Week. It's a music festival down there, the cancer organization we work with. So we got a lot of shows coming up.
Brilliant, absolutely stunning, and I'm so pleased for Seth at the moment, especially getting himself a new house, and of course his young bride, of course, is having a baby. I'm just wondering if they've got any names in mind at the moment. I have a couple of suggestions, to be honest. You know, maybe a middle name. You know, surely you could pass on to Seth, maybe to get in touch with me. I think I could see, if it's a boy, Galaxy being a very good middle name, to be very honest with you. You thought I was going to say Grant then, didn't you? You did. No, but...
Girl, they're going to name her Daphne Rose.
Well, look at that, Daphne Galaxy Rose. It works, doesn't it? Well, I think it does anyway. I reckon it's a winner, absolutely. And a new singer in the making. Yeah, believe me, I can see all this happening. We've got another 50 years with these guys. They're going to hate me now. Oh my God, he's got 50 years booked up, look out. But having said that, my friends, it is always a pleasure to have you guys join us here at Galaxy 107 FM. When do we expect the release of the album?
We're lining up singles right now for this year, and then maybe the next year a full album. Not sure yet. We're gonna do 3 Chords and a Cloud of Dust early summer, which we're really excited about that. We co-wrote that with a buddy named Gordon Holden. We're really excited about it. And then She's Gonna Win. We've teamed up with a buddy that plays violin, and it's gonna be awesome. Daniel Cohen. And then we've got the new Tattoo song that was pitched to us at our Nashville for the fall. And then we're trying to tie in another one called Born to Be Rock Stars. It's going to be basically like a rock song. So we got 4 more songs lined up for this year. And then we're going to look at maybe a couple music videos and a full album.
You know, I'm absolutely loving that. I really, really am. And I'm hoping that you're going to give us an inclusion when you do release this, because we would love to be able to do this again. At the same time, next time I expect you guys to give me far more stick than what you've been giving me at the moment. You're far too polite, and I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I really do. But us Kiwis, we're not so polite all the time, I've got to be honest with you. Lots of people exactly let me know how they feel about them, especially as I'm driving down the road, and they're using sort of hand signals that I've never worked out before. But I keep saying, I keep reminding them here in town that if they don't like the way I drive, they shouldn't be on the footpath in the first place, so what the heck, you know. But we would love to have you guys here in New Zealand. I think we spoke about that the last time that we caught up. And put you in front of New Zealand audiences. Now, I'm just wondering, anything new on that line? Have you considered that for maybe this summer coming? Our summer, I mean.
That would be awesome.
Nice. Well, I tell you what, guys, keep in touch with Barbara. She's the manager of Aurora Entertainments, of course, and does book bands and bring them into the country, stuff like that. Of course, Barbara's shaking her head at the moment at me because I say this to everybody. It basically comes down to a bit of cash, to be very honest, to be able to put this together. But once we can come to a common ground on that, I'm sure that we can absolutely fulfill every expectation you guys have. And at the same time, I know Barbara wants to go out with your good ladies and go shopping. So, you know, that leaves us room to go riding her sheep while she's not around.
Hey, if we gotta come over and eat boo-boo worms and whatever, straight line, we'll do it.
He remembered the hoo-hoo grub. Yes. Did you get the instructional video of those?
She sent it to us and watched it.
So
it's like a giant grub worm.
Yeah, exactly, it is. But at the same time, you know, I'm, you know, kind of thinking we should have on hand maybe the occasional mason jar once we're doing this, much like the tequila worm, if you know what I mean. And believe me, if you guys want to send me some of that, I'd be ever eternally grateful as well. I really would. You're allowed to in this country. We just have to pay the duty on the alcohol. That's all it is. It's not a big deal. We can actually make it here in New Zealand in our backyards if we wish, not against the law. So, but on the other hand, much like you Canadians, you guys have medical marijuana at the moment. No, we're considering it.
They're in Illinois.
It just depends whether we can get into that or not.
They're American.
No, American? Of course, American, Illinois, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, I've been speaking to so many Canadians lately. It's refreshing to have an American. Of course.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm from Canada.
Don't worry.
we got Canada. I was going to see Junior.
Yeah. Barbara's politely pointing out Illinois, USA. Yeah, I get it. I do. Sorry. It was almost Yoga. Anyway, I'm being told we better move on at the moment, but I would love to have you come back and release all of those, including now, as I was saying, when you guys are back here in New Zealand and coming down here, I think it's a great idea to be able to maybe take a few videos of us getting Barbara tattooed. What do you think?
Yep, hey, that new song and tattoo, we can put that in the video, get our Hollerboys tattoo right here.
You read my mind, you really, really did. I think it's a great idea. Let's expose Barbara getting tattooed here in New Zealand. I love that idea. Let's do that.
We're put a Hollerboy brand for a sheep.
No. What am I in for?
You got to bring your own saddles, though.
Okay.
Fair enough. You're right here again.
You're right.
Yeah. Oh, that's daring. That's really, really daring. Marine no. Yeah, okay. I've just been given the Marine no, which is a sort of a sheep here in New Zealand instead of a merino. Fair enough. I get it, Barbara. But in the meantime, don't go anywhere, guys. We'll just have a chat very, very quickly off here. But you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM.